Good morning, children. The second experiment that you're going to write is called screw gauge. Okay, screw gauge. So, the vernier caliper, we saw the first one was vernier caliper, and I told you something about least count. So, least count is the minimum reading a measuring device can take. So, for an ordinary scale that we use, the least count is 1 millimeter or 0.1 centimeter. Then we have this vernier caliper. The least count of this is 0.01 centimeter. And now screw gauge is another device whose least count is 0.001 centimeter. In the sense, with the screw gauge, you will get readings like 2.586 centimeter something. You will have third digit after the decimal in centimeter. When you write in centimeter, so with the vernier you could get 2 digits. So with the ordinary scale you could get only 2.5. With this scale you could have got 2.58 vernier scale. With the screw gauge I can get 2.589. Now what is so big about it? Now the more the number of digits, the more is the accuracy, right? So that is why it is very important, especially as you go to smaller objects. Now for example, now this is a screw gauge. It's not the exact one. This is just a model. Okay, it's quite big. In the lab, the one you use will be a smaller one. So I'll quickly tell the construction of it. So there is a screw here, that's why it's called screw gauge. Okay, now again there are two scales. There is one scale, this is baseline. Okay, we call it baseline. So there is a scale here, and then there is a scale on this circular thing. Okay, so this is called the main scale. This is called the main scale, and this is called the circular scale. Main scale and circular scale. Okay, so when we take a reading, suppose, so these are used for much more minute things. Okay, this or even a wires, if I have to find the radius of a wire or something, so I have to fix it like this, fix the object like this. Okay, and then I have to see the main scale reading. My main scale reading is, it's like main scale, ordinary scale, right? So 1 2 3 4 5, it's showing 5 millimeter. Okay, it's showing 5. So this is the tabular column. So main scale reading, I'll write 5. Circular scale reading. Now how would I take circular scale reading? The reading on the circular scale that this baseline touches. This baseline touches this reading 25. So I will write here 25 multiplied by its least count, that is 0.001 centimeter. Then if I add these two, I get the diameter of this pen. Is it clear, children? So you can use for much thinner. Even this refill that you have, you can find its diameter also. You will get much accurate readings with this screw gauge. Okay, so when you come to school, when you perform the experiment, I will explain you much more clearly. For now, what you have to write, you have to know what you have to write in the notebook. Okay, so let me start explaining that. Now diagram, you will be drawing this. Okay, in the notes that I'll send, it be written figures 1.7b, page 15, figure 1.7b. So this is the diagram that will be on the first left side. Then come to the procedure. Again, all these 6 points given here, starting from here till here. Okay, so aim, apparatus required, formula used, that and all I would have given in the notes. Procedure, I would have just written page 17, write all the 6 points given in page 17. So you have to look at the book and start writing from here till here. Then observation table. As usual, you know it has to be written on the left hand side. But one correction I would like to say, even these things to be written on the left hand side. Many of you had written this on the right hand side. It's okay. It's not a major mistake, but it will be good if you do it on the right hand side. Okay. So when you write on the observation left hand side, observation table, the heading you will put, and then you will write all these information. What are they? Pitch of the screw. So pitch of the screw is equal to dash centimeter. Least count of screw gauge. Now he has broken the line because he didn't have space here. Okay, you can write it in a single line. LC of screw gauge is equal to, so write the formula, is equal to pitch upon total number of divisions. So pitch upon total number of divisions, so fully you have to write, which is equal to dash centimeter. If you can finish in a single line, finish it if you have space. Okay, then yeah, those are the two observations. Pitch of the screw, and then sorry, there's another one. So there are three observations, children. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, all these three observations, cut off 0 error. You need not write this. So all these three observations, write above the table on the left hand side. Means you will write observation table, write three observations, then you will make this table. Now in this table also there is a slight correction. You don't have to write all this, just write serial number 1, 2, 3 and then these three. Serial number 1, 2, 3, okay, and then these three headings. Mean observed diameter is equal to dash centimeter. You will leave it as blank. Okay, and then conclusion you will write again as given in the notebook. Okay, so I'll just show you how. So on the first left hand side, so here you have aim, apparatus, required, formula used, procedure, and left hand side you have this diagram of screw gauge, and turn to the second page. Result is there. Okay, as usual, even if it finishes here, please extend it to another page because you need two left hand sides. So three observations are there. Here they have written only one. I want you to write all the three, 1, 2 and 3. Then do this table, leave this empty, we'll fill it later. Hope you're clear with this. Experiment number 2. Next you will be doing experiment number 3. Now experiment number 3 is simple pendulum. Simple pendulum. Okay, so in the C part of the first chapter you've studied in detail. So again, so we'll be doing two things. The aim of this experiment is to find the time period of the pendulum, to find the time period of a simple pendulum, and to draw a graph of L versus T square. Okay, so we have to draw this graph also and find the time period of the pendulum also. Okay, again, so diagram, I would have written in the place of diagram, draw figure 1.16 from page 22. So this is the diagram you will draw. That's on the first left side. Then formula and all I'll be giving. Okay, aim, apparatus, required, formula used, I'll be giving diagram from here. Procedure also, you will have to write the procedure from here. See carefully, there is the word procedure is not written here, but this paragraph is the procedure. Note down the points. This is point number 1, to measure the time period of a simple pendulum and all that. Second, it begins to move to and fro from its mean position. Third, the time t for 20 complete oscillations is found. Then fourth, the experiment is then repeated for different lengths. So procedure will be till this, from here till this. Okay, so I'll be writing page number 22 alone. You should know that you should write 22 and 23, write these 4 points. Okay, then coming to tabular column, this is your observation table. Observation table. Now in this they have given the readings. Please don't write the readings. This has to be blank. You will have to only write these headings. Okay, these headings, serial number 1 to 6 you can write, but these should not write, leave it blank. We will be doing it later. Only when you perform the experiment you will be doing it. Okay, so leave this. Okay, now while you're doing this, please pay attention that so in the first left side you would have drawn this diagram. Okay, and then the second left side, this is your second left. On the top you will write the observation table. So what I'm saying is, don't write the table in between, write it above. This will shift here. Okay, so suppose, assume that this is your plain sheet, second left sheet. So you do your observation table in the first half and leave the second half for the graph that you will be pasting later, but leave some space for that. I hope you're clear with this. The first left will be the diagram, and the second left, first half you'll use it for observation table, and the second half leave it empty for sticking the graph sheet later on. Okay, then conclusion, result, again I would have given it in the notes. You can look at that and write. Okay, once again, many of you had not submitted it last time. Please make sure you send it all together along with today's homework. Thank you, children.